Man, it poured rain for a minute. I was in the middle of filming candle reviews and it got really dark and then I had a hard time filming and it was noisy and now it stopped. This weather is so weird. It's been so weird. I was supposed to have to work outside yesterday when it was like the heat index is like 110 and then I didn't end up having to work outside and I was so happy. Some of my coworkers did though. So I got my new shelf delivered today. Woohoo! So there's the top one that I already had and now here's the bottom one and here's the mess of me still sorting through candles. So I'm about to sit down and like do some more sorting. I don't know. It's fun to organize them. But I wanted to let you guys know I got my test results back. So I got my mammogram, my old lady mammogram, and everything was fine with that. But I also got blood work. So I had another doctor's appointment. I did like all blood work. It's like I finally have decent insurance, like finally, you know, and I feel a little guilty about having such good insurance because so many Americans don't, believe me. But at the same time, like I had horrible insurance for so long when I was just an adjunct instructor and it was like, oh, it was awful and I couldn't like get anything done, or if I did, I had such a high deductible I had to pay. Well, now I finally have good insurance, so when I go to the doctor now, I'm like, test everything, do everything. And yeah, so we did like everything, full blood panel, and my cholesterol super low, like super good, beautiful vegan cholesterol. High cholesterol runs in my family, like really bad on my mom's side, and that's pretty much what has taken almost all of my relatives on that side of the family. I wish I had a comparison. Like I wish I had had blood work done before I was vegan because I'd love to know how it's changed. But I did get blood work about 1 month into being vegan, and I only got LDL, but my LDL's dropped 11 points. But my LDL is 61 now. My overall cholesterol was 142. My HDL LDL ratio is like 2.3, which anything under 3.5 is like great. So like, yeah, I mean, and I'm a junk food vegan. Like I'm not a health nut at all, but you're not eating any cholesterol, so I think that's good. And then everything else checked out, like my vitamin D, my B12, magnesium, calcium, all the things that, you know, she wanted to check for just to make sure I'm like doing vegan right. And then everything was good. My iron was actually a little high, which is weird because when you go vegan, you risk like not getting enough iron. She told me to stop taking a multivitamin with iron in it, which was the only iron like that I was taking, and I only take that like twice a week. But I guess I get enough iron from tofu and beans. So here's the thing that worries me. It has nothing to do with my diet or anything like that, but my thyroid is being a dick again. So, I've mentioned this before. I have Graves' disease, but it's in remission. Graves' disease is an autoimmune disease which attacks your thyroid and then it makes it overactive. So overactive thyroid actually, you know, it makes you thinner. It ups your metabolism, but it can also mess with your head. When I was diagnosed, I had a lot of bruising, and that was why I like even got a test in the first place. As I mentioned to my doctor, like I'm getting bruises everywhere, and I didn't even have a primary care doctor at that time. I think I told my OBGYN, and she was like, let me send you for some lab work, and then that was bad, and they had to refer me to a specialist, and it was crazy. It was horrible. And I remember I hated it because when they treat, like at that point, I had lost a lot of weight. But I was also going through a divorce. My lifestyle had completely changed. And I thought I was just, you know, losing some divorce weight. And I was happy about it, but then I had all this bruising. I also, looking back, think that it might have affected like my decision making and concentration and stuff, which it can, but I don't know. But it can mess with your heart. It can cause you to get like a thyroid storm, which you essentially become like tachycardic. Basically, your heart would just beat too fast and it can kill you. But man, when I found out I had it, I did not want to fix it because I was like, I'm going to gain weight. And not only when I started taking the medicine to fix the problem, correct the problem, not only did I gain weight, I also lost a lot of hair, like 20% of my hair. I mean, it was crazy. Like my hair was everywhere, all over the house. Like my mom noticed it, my friends noticed it. Like not on my head. They didn't say that they noticed it. I did. But they noticed it like wafting around everywhere. I remember being out with friends and just seeing my hair like float across the table. I also feel like I got ziti. I got more acne. So it was just like this ugly pill, fat, ziti, hair loss. And I was lucky that I never had to have radiation treatment on my thyroid. My case was never that severe, and the medication fixed it, and then I was able to go off of it. And man, when I went off that medication, my hair just started growing back like crazy, to where like where my part is, I would have like all this hair. It looked like I had like broken hair, but really it was just new hair, bing, bing, all the time popping up. I got so much more hair. I had like baby bangs all the time, which I hated, but it was hair growing back, you know. Anyway, it's been years since I've had to deal with it. And, you know, thought it was okay. My doctor's always told me now that, like, after you have, like, hyperthyroidism, you can eventually go hypo. You can swing the other way. So when you're hypothyroid, then you're, without treatment or anything, you know, you're gaining weight, your metabolism's slower, you're tired, and all that stuff. But so I thought if I was going to test bad for thyroid, I would eventually go that way. However, it's overacting again. It's becoming hyper, but she said, this was her response, was just like, thyroid, mildly overactive, could be a fluke. We'll test it again in 3 months. But here's the thing. Normal range for your TSH on your thyroid, which is how they measure it, is 0.4 to like 4. And mine is 0.07 right now, less than 0.1. And I think when I was diagnosed before, I remember being like 0.02 and stuff. And I remember the doctor telling me, oh, I've seen people that it doesn't even register at all. Still, that wasn't that bad. But like, I'm still looking at it like 0.07. Like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out a little bit, you guys. Like, I'm kind of freaking out. Like, I don't know if I can wait 3 months. But here's the thing. Like, I'm not losing any damn weight. If I'm gonna have this problem again, can I at least get the weight loss first? Like, can I at least, you know, lose all that weight and get that skinny before I'm gonna have to take the medicine that's gonna make me gain weight, please? Yeah, like, that's almost why I'm kind of like not worried about it, because I'm like, well, dang, if it was really acting up again, I would be losing weight, right? Like, I think, and I'm not. And I haven't noticed like crazy bruising or anything, although now I'm starting to think about it, like, it's hard to know because I'm clumsy. I go to concerts and stuff and I bruise really easy. I always bruise really easy. But before, like when I had it before, what made me like go to my doctor and be like, what's going on, is that like, I remember like my dog or my friend's dog like would just jumped up on my leg, and then I had, and like went like this to the back of my leg, and like the whole back of my calf just turned into a massive like purple bruise for weeks. Like, that was how easy I was bruising. And nothing like that is happening again right now, but I'm really freaking out. So yeah, let's hope that I really don't want it to come back. I really don't want to deal with it again. And I don't know why it would come back, because it is like stress induced. You know, I think I got it before because I was going through the divorce. It was like Bronx, my boxer, he died, and then things weren't working out with my marriage, and everything was changing, and I was finishing up grad school and trying to find a job and stuff, and like everything was crazy, and I think that's why I got it. Well, now it's like, yeah, March was crazy. March was horrible, dealing with moving out, the landlord, buying a place, doing that on my own. I had the car accident in October, and that was super stressful. So I guess this could be something that like started with the car accident and then all of the moving and everything like that. And I'm just now finding out about it, but I guess that could have triggered it again. But now everything is cool. Like right now, I'm settled in. I've got my new candle shelf. Like, you know, everything's pretty okay right now. Things are going well at work. Blah, blah, blah. So I don't know why I would be doing this, but I'll keep you guys posted. I guess I just need to relax and not worry about it for 3 months until she doesn't think I need to test it again for 3 months. You know, see if I start losing some weight. And it's like, would that be good or bad? Like, yay, I'm losing weight. Damn, that could mean I'm hyperthyroid again. So I don't even know if I want to or not. Like, what? Anyway, All right, guys, I'm going to start putting these candles on this shelf, and you better believe I will be posting lots of pictures on Instagram, and I'm going to do like a video too of the apartment, you know, the whole apartment tour. No, this isn't an apartment. I bought this place. Why am I still calling it an apartment? I guess it's still a condo. But yeah, it's not an apartment. My place. I'm going to do a tour of the place just as soon as, I don't know, I put these candles away and clean really well, I guess. So yeah, stay tuned. Hope you guys checked out my last video on the trip to Indy. I had so much fun. One more thing before I go. In that video, I talk a lot about how, you know, the songs that I play when we're in the car and stuff, by The Clash, Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, are songs that YouTube tells you you can use them in your video, but if you do, you cannot monetize your video because those artists or those record companies, probably the record companies more so, right, will monetize your video, and then they are going to take the money from the ad revenue. Well, I didn't know how it all worked. I just knew you could use those, but you can't monetize, right? I put that video up and like boom, boom, boom. I got 3 emails. The Clash is now monetizing your video. Michael Jackson is now monetizing your video. Bruno Mars is now monetizing your video. Or it said like that was the song and then they gave like a record company name. But I was just like, whoa, like right away. They must like Shazam it as you're uploading it. And so they know like boom, boom, boom. Ads on the video. I'm not getting any money for it. But it was a cool video. I don't regret it or anything. I mean, I would have made like $2. Bren Blogs doesn't make a lot of money, so neither of my channels do really. But yeah, it was still super fun. But I was just really like, yeah, it was very interesting to find out how that worked. So if you were curious, that is what happened. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go now. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.